What's up, beat chasers? My name is Chase, and this is Chasing the Beats. I'm here in Utah, in case some of you don't know, and it's been a snowy, rainy day today, so I've just been holed up at home. And so, what better day like today than to make some React videos? So, I'm excited to jump into it and react to some more REN for you guys. I want to give a few thank yous to a few different people. Now, I was talking to my buddy today actually, and we were talking about the channel and putting out the content and everything like that. And I ask you guys to subscribe, like, and comment on the video. And at the end of the day, I'm going to continue asking for that. But when I started this channel and as I'm making these videos, I'm doing this for me. Like, this is fun. I enjoy it. It's discovering new music, especially REN, and going down this rabbit hole. Geez Louise, yeah, I love it. But yeah, I'm doing it for me. So I'm putting out this content because I do enjoy it. I enjoy the feelings that music make me feel. I enjoy the deep thoughts that I get to put out to the audience. And so, yeah, I'm just having fun doing this. So, the thank you that I want to give is to anybody that has subscribed so far, anybody that has liked and commented. Even though I'm doing this for me, it is so appreciated. Thank you so much. I mean, watching my views go up, it's, 1 to 2 here and there, and it's fun to see. So, yeah, thanks for just taking in this content and, joining me on this channel. The next person that I want to give a thank you to is Stuart. So, Stuart, thank you for being one of the very first people to comment on my first video that I did. And, you mentioned that you're just looking for new comment, and I asked, what could I do better? And you said, I just want to, see people's new reactions. So I'm not here to, look at mistakes or anything like that. And, we went back and forth a little bit about some different things. And at the last comment that you made, I asked for a recommendation on the next video. So as you guys know from the title of the video, I am going to be reacting on Money Ties next by REN. And Stuart said that this is kind of an unofficial part 4 of Money Game. So it seemed like a good fit to do this for my next video. So, Stuart, thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving this recommendation. And so, for everybody else, please, like I said, I'm going to keep asking. Please leave a comment. Please give me a like. Let me know what song I should react to. Help me get better. Let me know what you liked about my content, what you think I could do better. So, yeah, thank you again, Stuart. I really appreciate the recommendation. And the last thank you that I want to give, and honestly, the biggest thank you that I want to give is to REN. Not just for his music and his artistry and everything that he puts out there, but for how supportive he is for content creators to use his music and to do react videos and things like that. So thank you, REN, so much. If you guys don't follow him already, make sure that you go and subscribe to his channel. And yeah, I'm just excited to keep deep diving into REN's brain and what he's created and come up with. And yeah, I'm just excited to discover more. So, with that, let's get into it. Let's go. Let's start reacting here.
Godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores. What a shock when we lose sight of live and let live. For forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living.
Man, live and let live. I mean, that's huge. And then he said something else. I want to go back because I don't want to misquote him. But yeah, when we lose sight of
Forget
live
your
and let
soul is
live,
made much richer by the love that you give.
forget that your soul is much richer by the love that you give. Yeah, in the very start of the video, he talked about, uh, all we need to survive and be happy is, clothes on our back, foods in our belly, and with that, like a roof over our head. Those are the basic needs that we really need um, to be happy there. And I'll say that there's a little bit more to that in the last video that I did, the tale of Jenny and Screech and Violet's tale. You talk about trauma. So on top of just needing the basic, roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food in your belly, emotional support is another one that I would add to that. Yeah, there's just emotional traumas that are given. So even though you have those basic needs, if you're not, especially giving the love and support and emotional needs met by your parents or your family members, that can really be rough. But again, we don't need to lose sight of let live and let live, and yeah, we just need to give more love all around. So yeah.
If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, will you die with a grin? Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Ren, born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture.
Fill
Oh
your
my
belly
God, we
full of
loved
love.
her,
That's what I've
made
been
our
talking
family
about.
richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit.
Yeah, I mean, as kids, we're so innocent. We don't know the evils of the world and what's going on. A lot of the time, kids will grow up and be like, "I didn't even know I was poor. Like my parents gave me everything that I needed." And then you reach a certain age and you start to realize, like, damn, that's there's more to it. Like life isn't just rainbows and butterflies and sunshine, unfortunately. So it's sad to lose that innocence, but everybody goes through it. So all we can do is hopefully pass down to the next generation. Um, copable traumas is what I say. Is like as long as I can, you know, I'm going to traumatize my daughter, but if I can give her copable trauma, that's good. But also raise her to understand that life's not fair, the world is hard, and do it in a way where I don't strip her innocence, but also make sure that when she comes to age where she starts to actually learn and understand about the world, that she has the right tools to progress and just be a thriving adult.
Love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen.
Okay. I It's so interesting because I was just having this conversation earlier as well. Is you can't pour from your cup filled with holes, and the conversation that I was having is a little bit different than what he's saying. But you know, sometimes being selfish is actually a selfless act because how can you pour from your cup when your cup isn't even full? It's you need to. Um, you need to fill your cup, and then the overflow from your cup is what you're using to fill other people's cups. So a lot of the time people are like, oh, I don't want to be selfish, I want to make sure that I'm helping this person out or this person out. And um, yeah, that's you're doing it at a detriment to you, and you really cannot do that. You need to fill your own cup. But yeah, when you have a cup full of holes, I mean, what are you gonna do there? Like that's tough.
Not my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the
Oh, fuck greed. Oh man, that's oh yes, like that's no words have been more true. Yeah, and none of us want to be bitter. And that's one thing that Ren brings up. Like, don't be bitter like him. I personally like silver linings. I can find good in any situation. So that's I think one reason why I've never gotten bitter. I've been through some craziness in my life, and through it all, I'm still happy. I'm still thriving in my own sense, and yeah, I just find the good in everything. So yeah, don't get bitter.
pressure makes a diamond, I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every
Fuck
man
them
who made you
all.
feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us, now's the time to stand tall. Because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang thug, drug money plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives. Money both. Money is.
Money gives the poor man hope. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Again, it's going back to the money game. Like we're all in the money game. It doesn't matter where we're at within the game. Like we're all in it. It's not something that we can get away from. And money gives the poor man hope. I mean, right now I'm a poor man. I'm just trying to make it. I have my business and I'm putting everything into that, so I don't have much to take for myself. And so that's where I'm a poor man. Is I like to give my all into things that I have, and so I do it sometimes at a sacrifice to myself, but it's something that I'm willing to do in that case. But um, yeah, um, at the beginning, there's a there's a quote that says money is the oh fuck, now I don't remember the quote. Money is the root of all evil. Yes, that is the quote. Money is the root of all evil. And what's interesting about that is money isn't the root of all evil. Money is not inherently evil in and of itself. Like that's how can that be? So I think he said the right quote in the beginning, and I'd have to go back and see it and go ahead, leave a comment and tell me if this is the case. But the actual quote that people actually misinterpret is the quote is the love of money is the root of all evil. And yeah, that's where I talked about in the Money Game Trilogy is I want to make a lot of money, but I'm not doing it because I love money, because I know that the love of money is, the root of all evil. I want to make money so that I can make changes in the world and do good in the world, and, just not be able to be bought out. That's where my mindset is towards money. But yes, the love of money is the root of all evil.
And hope. Money saves lives, takes lives. Money both. Money isn't. Money's just that. Money's just
Money's
a
money.
concept. People
Yeah.
are trying.
Yep.
Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
Yeah. Money ties and money lies. Yeah, that was. I think that Stuart was accurate. I think that that is a great unofficial part 4 of the Money Game Trilogy. I mean, yeah, just money. Money is what we're all chasing for. You know, money ties, money lies. I mean, money ties us all together. Money lies in the sense that. Uh, again, I guess the way that I take money lies is people think that once they get to the point where they have all the money that they want and they need, the lie that is being told within people is once I have the money, once I have financial freedom, I'm going to be happy. Like that's just not the case. Like, it's interesting because and again, I've talked about this in previous videos is when people get money, first off, the financial burden that people have, that is one of the biggest stresses, financial burden and things like that is one of the largest causes of divorces is when, couples are not financially stable. It creates um, it's not a safe environment. It's not, you don't feel safe in that environment. So yeah, the financial burden that people go through, it's so prevalent and it weighs so heavy on your mind. And I know this because again, I've lived it. I've been in it. I've also, been making a great salary at a corporation and could have continued to rise up, but I wanted to bet on myself, and which is why I went into business for myself. And so I've been there. I've been where I've had money in excess because at the time I was a single adult with no kids, no mortgage, no real responsibilities. But I've also been on the other end of being poor, if you will. And I grew up where we didn't have a lot of money. I mean, I come from a family of 7 kids. I'm the third oldest within the family, and so you know how much money is there to go around when you have 7 kids? I mean, you've got to be wealthy and, maybe just rich, not wealthy. I mean, there is a distinguishing factor between the two, but either way, I grew up poor, but I did have a roof over my head. I did have, food in my belly. I was lacking some of the love, in my opinion, unfortunately, but I saw my dad work hard. He, had a paper route when we were younger, and he used that paper route money uh, on top of his normal 9 to 5 job, if you will, and he just put that aside for us to go on vacation. So it goes back to what I was saying: is sometimes you grow up and um, you don't really know that you're poor because your parents give you everything. But, my parents did go through bankruptcy. They, did lose the house, the car. We, had to move in with my grandparents. So I grew up knowing that we were poor. So I have seen it on both ends. But getting back to the point that I was making is, people think that once they make all that money that they are going to be happy, and that's just not the case. There's so many other factors that are lying dormant, or I guess more troubles that are laying dormant that don't present themselves until you make that money. So, because the financial burden, like I was saying, is so huge on people and it weighs so heavy on their mind and is such a stress that a lot of the other troubles and burdens get pushed deep down into the side because you're just trying to focus on making money to live. Well, once you make money, all of those other things that lie dormant and were pushed to the side, they start to present themselves. They start to, come to light. And it's like, well, geez, I thought money would make me happy, but I'm still really unhappy. I'm not fulfilled in my life. Another side of it is, people make money at a corporate job and they feel like they're soulless because they're working for somebody else. And yeah, even though they have a lot of money, they're not fulfilled because they didn't follow their passion or whatever the case may be. And so yeah, money lies. Money, that's what I'm taking is money lies. And I won't go too much into it because we've talked about it, but it's just the corruption, the greed, all of those things that money creates. Yeah, we just, at the end of the day, we just need to put more love out into the world. And with that, I think that a couple things are going to happen. It's going to make a better world, but we're also going to attract more love. And what you focus your eyes on is what you're going to get. And so if you're focusing on money, hopefully that's what you get. But yeah, gratitude, love, kindness, compassion, that's what we need more of in the world. We're so divided right now that, the people up top want to keep us divided. They want us to be battling with each other and the conflict there so that we're not, noticing what's happening up top. And they want us to be sheep. They want us to just follow what they're saying blindly. I refuse to do that. Obviously, REN has refused to do that. And as REN fans, renegades, people that are just discovering REN, I hope that you can open your eyes and see that the love of money is the root of all evil. So, yeah, great video. Thank you again, Stuart, for recommending it. For everybody else, I'm going to say it. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like the video and leave a comment. Let me know how I did on this video. Still new to all this, still learning, still trying to make it happen and whatnot. But um, also leave a song, and it doesn't have to be Ren. Like, yes, I love and I'm going down the rabbit hole of Ren, but eventually I am going to branch out into other, artists and musicians and things like that. So leave a comment with a video of Rens you'd like to see me do next, but also leave a comment of a video that you would like to see me do in the future, and I will be more than happy to take that into account. And I want to start making a list of all the comments that people leave in the videos that I need to be doing. So once again, thank you everybody that has been along on this short journey with me, and those that are going to follow along to where this journey is going to become. Can't appreciate you enough. Can't say thank you enough. But until next time, I will see you then.